What's up, ladies and gents? Hopefully everybody's having a good day, night, morning, wherever it is you're at. Before we really get into anything, please excuse the mess. I've had a very busy day, um, so I'm just gonna take and jump into things. It pays big time to have connections in the XOC community. Um, with that being said, the latest update, the biggest update to the test bench system is the Strix 4090. Um, this is a top bin card. It actually holds. It's actually on the 3D Mark Hall of Fame lists. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much that. The card was sent to me in the mail to so I can play with it, and if I end up liking the card, I can buy the card. Um, what I think about it right now, I really can't make too much of a um, I really can't make too much of an opinion on it right now because I haven't really used the card. I played around with it a little bit to push it. I've already had it cleared 3,100 megahertz blindfolded, um, which which I'll show you right there. There's a picture of the screenshot of it, and that was just on my regular ambient temps for the AC. AC wasn't even on when I did that. I didn't even have the driver, didn't even have the 4090 driver installed for it. That was just straight up, right off the bat, how it was sitting. No, the card is not shunt modded. And I'm pretty positive. Yeah, they see those wires there. Those are for the voltage. So I'm pretty sure those are so I can hook up a voltmeter for like doing XOC. This card was on dry ice. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much that. It got the dual side cooling on it, which see if I can get a picture, see if I get a view of it. There's the back side cooling of it. There's the front side. Maybe I get a little bit of light in here for you guys. There we go. There. And as you can see, the wiring for the voltage. Am I going to use that? No. There's the back side. Well, yeah, so that's pretty much that. And there's my bracket for my fan. And this is my fan here. This fan is actually getting replaced tomorrow by a Noctua fan. And yeah, I mean, outside of that, it's really all the best of the best hardware. The only thing I got left to upgrade on this is my M.2s. I'm on PCIe Gen 4. I'm going to be getting PCIe Gen 5 M.2s, which will make everything way snappier. But yeah, as I said, the Strix 4090 top bin Strix, not the top bin, but it's a high bin Strix, more or less is what I'm trying to say. I've got liquid metal applied to it already. As I said, I run liquid metal on everything. And massive shout out to the gentleman who sent it to me. He is the man. I've bought in other hardware from him, and he knows I'm legit. He knows I'm a man of my word. So, I mean, sent me this card in the mail without even thinking twice about it for me to play with it. And if it ends up that I like the card, me and him could talk numbers, and if we come to a number that we agree to, we could we'll do business as we already have on other parts that I have purchased off the gentleman. Sorry, I'm not gonna release his name in the video because yeah, I don't need people trying to blow up his inbox trying to get free equipment or whatever the case may be, because I'm not getting this for free. If I end up breaking it, I gotta buy it. You break it, you buy it. This is more or less for me to play with it, and yeah, me and him have our own little thing that we got worked out with the card, and I can pretty much do whatever it is I want to the card. But as far as I'm going with the card is just doing a liquid metal on it because he knows that's what I do, and me and him were talking about me doing some liquid metal applications for him already, so I already knew he wasn't going to care about it. Plus, he already knew I was going to do it before he even sent it to me, so got the liquid metal on it, which I'm going to assume that it changed the temps on it quite a bit, because when I showed him what I just showed you guys the screenshot of, he was quite impressed with it. But yeah, so got the Asus Maximus Apex Encore. Got the 14900K that's been delidded. Copper IHS that's been lapped with a water block that's been lapped. It's an Optimus water block. Got my Viper Extreme Series 5, which the factory settings on that is 8,200 megahertz, 1.45 volts at latency 38. I actually have them turned down because I don't really need the speed. Not right now, not until I start hitting the list, but that's pretty much that. There's all the hardware, and yes, you guys know my big Corsair Flex 45-inch monitor that actually does bend. Which if I remembered, or if I thought that I was gonna have this included in the video, I would have put my stand down so I could actually show you it bending. And yes, there's the display again. But yeah, so there's the hardware. And yeah, there's not much I can say. I mean, minus the M.2s, everything here is top of the line. That's just where it sits. And yeah, this is my first time with the new 12-pin power plug connector thing. Yeah, I've unplugged this thing and plugged this thing in probably about a good 30 times tonight when I was messing around with things. I don't really understand how people have issues with these. Just me personally, my opinion. It's solid. I had zero issues plugging it in, had zero issues unplugging it. Like I said, myself personally, if I had to count it, I want to say roughly I've plugged this in and unplugged it about 30 times, and it's still solid as a rock. Doesn't wiggle at all. As you can see, solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. I'm actually moving a graphics card with it. Come on, I mean, you're not gonna get no more solid than that. Just like anything else, make sure your connections are stable and are solid. I've pushed this card up to just shy of 400 watts already. The gentleman who I got it from has had this card up to almost 900 watts on ice, would be dry ice. It can go farther. It's got the XOC BIOS on it, so it's got the 1000 watt BIOS on it, so as long as the card's cold enough, it will push. The one thing that's not done with this card that I'm dying to do, like I want to rip it apart and do it so bad, is shunt mod it, but unfortunately for the time being, I don't own the card, so I can't do it. However, I mean, if the owner wanted me to, I would absolutely do it, but the kicker is there. That kind of work, I don't work for free. The liquid metal, him and he already knows when it came to the liquid metal application. He scratches my back, I scratched his back, so he already knows how that works, because me and him already got that worked out. But 8 minutes in, just want to show you the updated video, and this is pretty much what I'm going to be going into wintertime with benchmarking, hopefully if I have the card long enough. Not my call to make, it's the actual owner's call. If I do, great, I'll be benchmarking with it. If not, I'll be benchmarking with my 3080. Either way, I plan on benchmarking this winter time, and this will be the last winter I bench with the AC. After this winter, I'm going to be stepping up to dry ice. Not that I'm not ready for it, I'm just having too much fun with all this gig. But on that note, I'm out. Later.